All right, so the Civil War actually was never resolved. Amendment 4, Search and Seizures, ratified 12/15/1791. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. This is why I bring this to you. These are your remedies. Utilize it. Amendment 5. Trial and punishment. Compensation for takings. Yeah. Ratified 12/15/1791. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the military when in actual service in time of war or public danger. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. I can't. Let me just move on. Amendment 6. Right to speedy trial, confrontation of witnesses. Ratified 12/15/1791. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. All right. So, Amendment 7. Trial by jury in civil cases, ratified 12/15/1791. In suits at common law, where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of the common law. We got to start taking opportunity and advantage of these forever existing laws, you know. Amendment 8. Cruel and unusual punishment. Ratified 12/15/1791. excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. Wow. Yeah, it's just the opposite, some may say. All right. Amendment 9. Construction of Constitution, ratified 12/15/1791. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. Disparage. Amendment 10. Powers of the states and people, ratified 12/15/1791. The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively, or to the people. You know, we are the people. Amendment 11. Judicial limits, ratified 2/7/1795. The judicial powers of the United States shall not be construed to extend to any suit in law or equity commenced or prosecuted against one of the United States by citizens of another state, or by citizens or subjects of any foreign state. Amendment 12. Choosing the President, Vice President, ratified 6/15/1804. I'm trying to get to 16. I think I'm going to skip that one because that's very long. And we know now that we have never been actually electing presidents because the 14th Amendment was never ratified. It doesn't exist. It's all in your head. It was all in our head. We've been under super duper mind control. I mean, stupendous mind control. Anyway, let me move to Amendment 13. Yeah, that's important. Maybe one day I'll come back to Amendment 12. And I'll read it, and because I'm going to read it again. I want to get a full understanding. Although this does not apply to Moors. This applies to the sons of Moors. It is what it is. I'm going to keep it real. I'm not here to give you lies. And I love my sons, and I love my daughters and my sisters and my brothers. Amendment 13. Slavery abolished. Ratified 12/6/1865. 1. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. 2. Congress shall have power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. Well, again, Amendment 13 has been ratified. It is not the original Article 13 with 20 sections. I have not yet to see that. I want to see that. I might have to write the congressional records to get it. I need to see that. I've heard so much about that original section. Right. Amendment 14. Citizenship rights. Ratified 7/9/1868. Oh, wow. That's a long one, too. Let me see if I'll do 15 and 16. I'm going to skip 14. I'll come back with you with 12 and 14. Again, I've already explained what Amendment 14 is. But, however, you do need to read and know for yourself so that you can stand on your square for yourself. Continuing. Amendment 15. Race no bar to vote. Ratified 2/3/1870. 1. The right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of race, color, or previous condition of servitude. 2. The Congress shall have power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. Appropriate legislation. All right. I'm going to conclude the amendments. And this is Amendment 16 that I really wanted to relay. And that's status of income tax. Clearfield ratified 2/3/1913 when all allodial titles were hypothecated. So the Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes on incomes from whatever source derived without apportionment among the several states and without regard to any census or enumeration. Yeah, enumeration. Need to put on those glasses. Stop trying to act like I got like young vision. However, so take this into account. Look out for the next meeting. In the next meeting, I will address Amendment 12 and Amendment 14. I think that it still is imperative that we do realize what we are dealing with. So that will conclude. Sorry, y'all. Well, you know, sorry is not the word. Excuse me. Going to conclude that congressional record, and we are going to adjourn the next meeting in 7 days. So it will be March the 21st. We will meet again. And with that being said, Bay, Mother Moo, healing the floor, Islam.